Jamie Vardy was born in one of the poorest towns in Sheffield, Hillsborough. His family was living in poverty and wanted their son to be a footballer because of that. They also saw the skills of Jamie Vardy at that time. Vardy's skills were a light of hope for his family. They really wanted Jamie to be a footballer, and they made him quit his education at a young age. He started playing in a club, Sheffield Wednesday FC, signed him at the age of 15 in 2003. His family was giving him hope and telling him to be a star player in the future. But unfortunately, his life didn't go well after joining Sheffield. The academy coach of Sheffield told the staff that Jamie is a thin player and they can't play with him. At the end of the season, they expelled Jamie from the club. That was a nightmare for Jamie because his family made his life depend on football. And after that failure, his family didn't want him to be at home and told him these words: "If you're not able to earn your own money, you don't deserve to live with us." He left his home at the age of 16 and moved to a place which was full of caravans and started to live there. He started working in a factory and started earning his own money. He was carrying heavy things there, and after the end of the day, he was leaving the factory with a great waste ache. According to reports of the factory, Jamie was working in the factory 12 hours a day. He continued living this kind of life for 4 years, and now he was a boy of streets. He was fighting in the streets, pubs, too often, and because of that, he always needed to change his living place 3 or maybe 4 times in a year. When he was at the age of 20, his friends convinced him to play football again. At the age of 20, he started playing for an amateur league team, Stocksbridge. In the weekdays, he was working in the factory. At the weekends, he was working in McDonald's. And in the evenings of the weekends, he was playing for Stocksbridge. One day, he beat 3 people because of making fun of his childhood friend and went to the prison after that. He went to the trainings with electronic handcuffs for 6 months and played matches with those. After playing in Stocksbridge for 3 years, he signed a deal with Halifax Town, which was a team of 8th division. In his first season, he scored 26 goals and earned the Player of the Year award there. Due to this great performance, he signed a deal with Fleetwood Town for £170,000. He was going to playing in the 4th division now. That great leap was not a coincidence for Jamie Vardy. He was a really skillful and a great player. In his first season in Fleetwood, he scored a total of 31 goals, made a great help to his team with promoting them to 3rd division. He was now a popular player in the lower leagues of England. He quitted from his factory and started earning his own money from football. But there was a problem. He was at the age of 25 and still he wasn't a star player. But his destiny gave him a great chance to improve himself. In the summer of 2012, an event happened in England which can also be called as a miracle. Scouts of Leicester watched a lower league match by chance and liked Vardy in that match. They wrote a good report about Vardy. At that transfer window, a miracle happened, which was never happened in the whole history before. Leicester City Football Club paid 1 million transfer fee for Jamie Vardy and signed him from a 3rd division league. Jamie was playing in the championship now, but no one was happy about that transfer. That miracle, we can also say. Media was full of dirty comments about that transfer. Those comments were because of people who didn't believe a 25-year-old amateur league striker to change the destiny of a 120-year-old club. In his first season, he struggled to get into the starting 11 of Leicester City and was only able to score 5 goals. Fans didn't like that performance from Vardy and were still angry about that transfer. The fans were shouting him with saying, "Go home, you won't be successful here." Vardy didn't even take those seriously because he was a child of streets and full of fighting, arguing memories. He continued to practice In his second season, he helped Leicester City to get promoted to the Premier League with scoring 16 goals and making 11 assists. Can you even believe it? This player was playing in an 8th division team 3 years ago. Now he was going to play in English Premier League, which was a dream of many footballers in the whole world. But the first league was going to be hard and tough for Jamie Vardy because good signings were made by Leicester, and it was going to be hard for Jamie to get into the starting 11. In his first season, he was able to score only 5 goals. What about talking for his second season in Premier League? The year was 2015. Leicester City was rocking in the league with beating Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester City and more. Vardy scored 24 goals and made 8 assists at the end of the season. Leicester City FC became the champions. It was an unforgettable moment for Jamie Vardy and for the club. Vardy also broke the record of Ruud van Nistelrooy with scoring goals in 11 matches in a row. He got the Player of the Year award in Premier League. That was an unforgettable memory for City of Leicester and the fans of Leicester. They made celebrations for days. After the championship of Leicester City, so many players became world stars and left the club after it. For instance, Conte went to Chelsea, Kramaric went to Hoffenheim, and Schlupp went to Crystal Palace. Some great clubs also offered great deals to Vardy, but he was loyal to his club, who made him success in a level that even he can't imagine. He became a legend in his club, and he's still hungry. Hungry for more success in his club.